Gypsy Queen Crafts. My name's Heather and this is our channel where I talk about the things I've been getting up to in the last couple of weeks. I haven't got much for you today, but I'll share with you what I have done. We've been decorating. I'll put you a little video in about that, and we went away as well for a few days. So just 4 little pictures of that. I know some people don't like other people's holiday pics, but I thought you might be quite interested in these because there's something to say about each one, which is really, I found, extremely interesting. So I'm hoping you'll like that as well. I'm just going to intersperse them in between. Don't have a lot to show you, and I have to get on with painting. So so thank you and welcome to everyone. Thank you for subscribing. Our new subscribers have joined us on this lovely channel. Thank you very much. Welcome. And welcome to everyone who's been before and already subscribed. I do appreciate it. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Subscriptions are free if you're wondering, and you can ring a little bell as well if you'd like a notification to say that a new video has been uploaded. If not, you don't need to ring that and nothing will happen. But I would appreciate subscribing and certainly some likes, some thumbs up would be lovely. Thank you very much. So I'm going to start with finished objects. There aren't many. You've seen the quilt finished, but I did put a sleeve on the back, and I did finish painting. I did paint the hanger. So I did ask whether they thought I should paint it or not. So I did. I painted it in pink, and I think it just complements it lovely. So thank you to the people who gave me that suggestion of a light pink. And the other thing is, I'm still using that green wool that I'd had given years and years ago. Didn't know what to make with it. It looks a lovely colour on the screen. It's not that colour at all. And I had 3 big balls. It has wool in it, and I don't have the ball band, sorry. But it is lovely. It's lovely to knit with, and it does feel lovely and warm. Yeah, so it's just another little bobble cap to go on to fill my stall up if ever I have a stall. And that was from this pattern. And this is ancient. I've knit it. I did knit that. I don't think I must have put the cable up the front. I'm sure I haven't done cable before a couple of months ago. So I think I just probably did it without the cable. No Christmas presents for my friends' children. And so that's the bobble cap that I've made. But you can see it looks like one of my babies has had it in the mouth. Because I don't use my patterns. I always print them off. But you can see that this one it's been used. Yeah. So that's that little thing. And then I found this in my pattern book. I don't think I'll have bought this. I think my mum's friend must have given me this when she gave me all her knitting needles when she decided not to knit anymore. And she gave me all her patterns. And so I made the little cardigan. It looks like you can see it more easily on the back. You see it? So, because I wanted to get it finished quickly to go with that quilt that you saw last time, I decided not to do the cable because I'm still learning cable. So I just did it without the cable, and oopsie daisy. And here it is. Just needs a button. It's all finished. All it needs is a button. So it fastens there, and then it sort of hangs open when it's on like that. I think that's how it is. Aww. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. And this wool, I love it. It's acrylic. It's 100% acrylic. It's, where's my gigs? Just get my windows on. It's Women's Institute premium acrylic, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Double knitting. Is that all right way up for you? I hope so. Looks as though it might be. It's lovely. It really is lovely. And it feels gorgeous when it's knitted. And I think the stitches are quite good as well. Because I'm not a very good knitter at all. But yeah. Well, so I'm chuffed with that. So that's that. Oh, and I did the little bobble, the little heart. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Just love it. So those are all my finishes. That's all I have this time. But look at this blanket. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Yes, so I think that will do me good. I'm going to have a go at that sometime. I don't know when. But I will have a go at that. Oh, and I was saying I wouldn't have bought this because we weren't expecting to have any more grandchildren. So I must have had it given, that pattern. Not that that matters. Anyway, so then yes, works in progress. So I'm still on with this one. It's a very old pattern. Not very size inclusive. It's very old. They didn't do it in those days, did they? Out of this stuff, what's this? Oh, is this it? No, I don't think that's it. No, I don't think that's it. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. No, because it's, what's it called? Oh. Maybe I never had a ball band. My sister brought it me from a charity shop. It's lovely. It's got all these little lumpy bumpy bits in, which I really like. I showed you the front. I finished, no, the back. This is the front. Finished the front. And this is the back. Oh, I'm loving it. I think it's gorgeous. It quite suits me pink. If you remember, I did the front wrong. I ended up with 10 rows 11 stitches, too few by the time I got to the back of the neck. So I pulled it back to the underneath the arm and re-knitted it again. And I still ended up with the wrong amount of stitches, but before I reached the top, I checked it. And so I just, when I reached the amount it needed to be, I just carried on with that amount up to the top. So we shall see. We shall see if it works out, won't we? I won't mind if it doesn't. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. And then the other thing I'm working on, I'm still working on the white cardigan. Well, I'm not. I still have the white cardigan. Haven't done anything on it at all. I've done a few Battenberg squares. And then I picked from the hat, didn't I? Where's a picture? That, I don't know if you call it embroidery. I don't know what it's called. So anyway, that's it. Oh, the blue one. I'm doing this one. That one. So it's West End embroidery. The arabesque rose. In turquoise colours. So I've started it and I pulled it back out because it wasn't right. I'll put you a little video in of seeing how far. It was only a couple of squares out, but it was just going to throw the whole thing. So I've done this wrong. This bit here is not long enough out this way, so when I came to do that one opposite, I couldn't get it right. So I'm going to have to unpick all that. Pull it back out and start it again. I don't think I'm going to have enough of one of the threads. This is, I won't show it you all, obviously, but this is what I'm following. David said, just stop it. Don't do anything else with it. Just give up with it. I said, I'm not. I'm carrying on. He says, well, it's not doing you any good. You keep going wrong. I says, I know, well, I'll keep going wrong again. Pull it out and start again. So this is how far I've got. I don't know if you can see or not. I can't. I've got anything white to go behind it. I'll try this. Ow, it's just so heavy. Is that any better? Can you see it? I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So yeah, so I pulled it out and started again. You see if I hold it against my pink. It's looking good, isn't it? So I've got going now, but look at the size of the tiny holes. Tiny, tiny holes. And I keep missing a hole and having to unpick it. It does unpick quite well, but the end of the thread tends to then unravel. It's very silky. It's gorgeous. Very silky though. And it keeps unraveling and then I can't use that bit. And I really don't think I'm going to have enough left. But if you remember, I did buy some extra in a slightly different colour with some pink to match in here. But of course, in here needs redecorating now, so it won't be that colour anyway. So that's ongoing. Quite enjoying that actually. Now I've got going, but I wouldn't want to do another. Oof, no, I wouldn't want to do another. So that's finished objects. That's works in progress. I'm doing well today. I'm not going to keep you very long, am I? And then when I was emptying the cupboard, I found this. I think it must have been Davy's mum's. She liked things like that. Yeah, she did like things like that. Now, either I bought that for the grandkids to do, or I think it must have been Davy's mum's. Sorry about my nails. My nails are shocking with painting. They go so dry. And I wear gloves and stuff, but anyway. Yeah, so I found that and I thought, should I put that into the hat or not? So I haven't decided. Might be a good holiday thing. Take it on holiday. So that was just something that I came across. So on to my I'll put your picture in here of our holidays. We went to Kendal and we in the Lake District. Sorry, when I look in these glasses further away, everything goes bored and I'll take them off. Yeah, in the Lake District. We went on the lake, on Windermere, on a boat trip. Oh, it was so lovely. So lovely. And I'll just put you a picture in of the little island. I'll just tell you about that. He said that in years past, people of Bowness wanted to get married. They had to go and live on this little island. Well, it must have had more earth on it at that time. Because there's no earth there now. But it's classed as the smallest island on Windermere. And the couple had to go and live on there, I think, for 7 nights. And if they hadn't, what would the word be, called for a boat to take them back to shore, and they stayed there for the 7 nights, 7 days and 7 nights, then they deemed that the marriage would last, and so they were allowed to get married. So that's that little picture, which I thought was really good. That was really funny. But as I say, it must have had more earth on it at that point. So we're into the my project book. So we've been printing them off. Show you this. So this really was my first proper quilt. It's quilt number 7. It was for my mum that year. I learnt to quilt in 2020, and this is what I'm classing as my first one, because the first one I tried to make ended up as a bed runner, 2 bed runners, and then I did some table runners, and then I did some baby quilts which were just panels. And so this has ended up quilt number 7. But I'm classing this as my actual first quilt because it went on my mum's bed, and I just made it to go up to the pillows and not hang over the sides, because I didn't want anything coming down sides that she might trip up and fall over. because I always, if she bought a new bedspread or anything, I always cut the corners off and turned them up for her so that they weren't trailing on the floor. So I didn't want anything to come down and hang down the sides, because she was starting to struggle a bit at that time. So this was it. I didn't have a pattern. That's the quilt and that's just a cushion. I didn't have a pattern, but I did buy a Dresden ruler, which is what you cut all of these bits out. This is the cushion. So buy a Dresden ruler. It's called the quilt's called a Dresden Bloom, but I didn't buy the pattern. I just watched Donna Jordan actually. Just followed what she was doing. So cut all these out, you sew them together and then stick that on the front, and that's the Dresden. It's called a Dresden. So that's the cushion, and I'll just show you the quilt. I can stand back far enough in here. Can't do that in the other room, can I? And that's the quilt. Can you see it? I'll stand on the bed. Oh, I can hold it nearer if I stand, can't I? There. Oh, just absolutely. Was so utterly delighted with it. I laid it on the room floor before I wrapped it up and I couldn't stop looking at it. So yeah, it's lovely. I absolutely adore that, but unfortunately I don't have anywhere for that to go. Doesn't go with anything apart from my kitchen is blue. So I just put them on the kitchen chairs and we're using it, because my mum would have said, get it used, it's not a museum piece. So we're using it. Yeah, so that was that one. Oh, so that was 2020 for my mum for Christmas. Quilt number 7. I'm still putting the bits of paper in because I'm just still a bit worried that the print might come off. I think something went wrong with the printer and the print is coming off. And then these should have been before actually. Yeah, these should have been before the quilt. So that's the table runner I was referring to. And that was cathedral windows. That's the first time I'd done those. Yeah, so I do lots of practice. And then these are napkins. They open out. Pull this out and it opens up into a big half moon, a Christmas napkin. So great fun making them. They take some folding. Once they've been washed, remembering how to do them. And then I made, for anybody that doesn't know, yes, I'm just going through my photos and printing them out because I make so many things for other people that I've forgotten what I've made. It's nice to look back on it, isn't it? The top two, the black ones up there, that's a coaster and a mask, COVID mask for my grandson, and then lavender bags for friends and family. Enjoyed making them. Going to be making some more of those for my ladies for Christmas. They're all having a homemade Christmas. It looks like they do a lot of the time, but this year there will be more. They're all having a bit of a hamper of homemade things. And this was a quilt. David bought me a sewing machine. I'm into 21 now, yeah. So for 2020, David bought me a new big birthright collar with a big throat about that wide. Little genome as well, like that. I made these quilts on that. So he bought me this big one. We were in lockdown, so I bought it off one of the things off the telly, which I would never have done. But anyway, it was so kind to have thought and done that. And it didn't work properly. So after a month, I sent it back. And they sent it back saying they couldn't find anything wrong with it. And so I thought, well, I'll try it. I wanted to learn free motion quilting. So I made this quilt. It's called Tumbling Blocks. Can you see it? Yeah, it's called Tumbling Blocks. And down the longest run, it broke the thread 14 times. That was the most. The others are shorter, but I suppose equivalent wise, they would have just broken the same. Just kept breaking the thread. I tried everything. I went on a forum and asked people's advice, a quilting forum. I went to the quilt shop that we used to have that's no longer there, and they suggested trying a different needle. I tried all that, I tried different things, and it still didn't work. It still didn't work. No. So I sent it back again. And they still couldn't find anything wrong with it. But not only that, it does all sorts of other things. The backstop sometimes doesn't work. Usually when I really, really need it, if I'm coming to binding and I want to put one more stitch down and then stop and reverse, it just drives off the end. Every time it seems to know. And then sometimes it just shut itself off. And it's not a, sometimes it can be an electrical, what is it called? It's like an electrical flash or something which can cause things to shut off, but it's plugged into a special thing to not allow that to happen, so it can't be that. And then sometimes it'll say, put your feed dogs back up. And I haven't put them down. They're still up, and it won't let me do anything at all when it does that. And I have to switch it off and let it have a think about it. And so it's still not right. I'm disgusted. But anyway, I love this next one. My grandson they've been learning about the Tudors at school. And then they were having a Tudor day where they all had to dress up as a Tudor. So he asked me to make him a Tudor outfit. So I made him this really, he loved it. Look at that. Look at his socks. We should have taken his socks off. Oh, isn't it fab? So those little gold things there, I put them underneath. They were on the inside, and I stitched around them a few times in, I think, gold rose red thread, and then cut away the red to reveal the gold. Isn't that lovely? Oh, everything's falling down. So I think you've seen enough of those, haven't you? I'll put you another picture in now. Yeah, I'll put the one in of the White House on Windermere. Now this house, what they call them, the Clintons, stayed there when they were in Oxford. They were at Oxford University, and they had a long weekend in that house there, and that's where Bill asked, what's her name? Hillary, to marry him. Yeah. And just off the picture, to the left of the house, is a tree called the Monica tree, which is very strange. So, yeah, so that was another little bit of an interesting thing on the water, which is lovely. So I think that's it. My plans are to finish the pink top, do some more, what do they call them? Blattenberg as well, Battenberg blanket, and yeah, just keep going, just keep going, and hopefully get something done towards my Christmas making in this next fortnight. So I'll have something to show you there. So yeah, I shall get off. Thank you for joining me. How long have we got today? Oh, 24 minutes. Fabulous. Oh, I might just put you a little video in here now of my new sewing room. I didn't tell you, did I? Yes, in my little sewing room, I asked David a few months ago, could I switch my sewing room into the bigger bedroom? Oh, no, I don't know. I said, no, it's too much bother. All right, then. And then we bought one of those big calyx. Are they called calyx? Calyx from IKEA. Don't know what they are. With square things you put boxes in and fill them up. So we bought one of those to go in this bigger bedroom to put the stuff in. And then when we got going with the decorator, and he said, I know you asked before, but would you like your sewing room to be in it? I said, oh, yes, please. There'll be so much more room. It really is quite a big bedroom. It's lovely, whereas the little sewing room's tiny. So we're moving it into there. So I've got to empty everything out of the cupboard of doom to get the stuff in out of the spare bedroom into the cupboard of doom and switch it all around. And yeah, so it's a massive job. Excuse me. But it'll be so much better when it's done. So I'll just put you a little bit of a video in of that at the end of here, and hope to see you again in a fortnight. So please do leave me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it, and your comments are always more than welcome. So speak to you soon. Hope you're all well. Take care of each other, and hope you get lots of crafting done. Thank you. Bye. Well, here we are in the room that's been decorated. Those are the doors from the cupboard. Just propped up while I painted them. They were ready to go back on. Look at the gloss on those. Oh, I love shiny gloss. This is a table. Where's my hand? This is a table. It was from my mum's. It was our table at home. It was my nana's before that, so I don't know how old that is. And then this is my treadle. My treadle sewing machine. Oh, so lovely. That's over 100 years old. That was my gran's. And this is a set of drawers which... Where's my hand? Oh, a set of drawers which there isn't going to be room in here for. And a set of drawers there, which there isn't going to be room for. But yeah, walking round, look. There's room to walk round. And this will be the cupboard of doom. So I have emptied these 3 shelves and then brought some things in from the other room. These are all Christmas. These are plastic tubs. I know I don't buy plastic anymore, but I've had these a lot of years and I am going to use them. I was excited when I bought them, thinking how lovely my cupboard would be and how lovely and tidy it would be, which it is. But I'm not buying any more plastic. But they're here now, so they're being used. So yeah, Christmas, bit of cotton and some dress lengths. Another one up there, peachy colour. These are all patterns, dressmaking patterns. And I need to get rid of a lot of them. One's children's and one's adults. And they're so old that I'm not going to be making hardly any of those. So I'm going to start throwing them away. These are my newer patterns. And they won't fit in. They've just stood there for the moment. These are all my strips and my bits of stuff. My cut-offs when I've made a quilt. Everything in cardboard now. All different colours. Oh, she's not looking. That's the pink box. Oh, bit of blue on top. And then all my different strips. And that for quilt making. So these are either jelly rolls that have been left, or it's strips that I've cut myself and they've been left from quilt making. And then I could just make a quilt. Just go to the box and sew some together. So there we are. All sorts of different squares and what have you. So they're just in there for the moment. Lots of things to come out. All of these are cushions for chairs outside. Kids' toys. That's That's not a toaster, that's full of Christmas cups. Christmas cutlery and big plates and stuff, table runners and stuff. So all that's to come out and go in the other room. Wrapping paper, birthdays and Christmas and presents at back. I've already got some Christmas presents ready in there. My yoga roll and my cushion and blanket. These need to stay here because these are my best dresses and David's suits, and I haven't anywhere else to hang them. Some of them are quite long, some are long dresses, so they need to stay in there. So yeah, so I'm doing really well. And then my design wall will be there just as we come in the door. Yeah, so isn't that fun? I can't wait. I just can't wait. So, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.